In this video, we are going to discuss about a very important political Western classical philosopher, Aristotle. Aristotle is also to be known as the father of political science. The reason behind he was the founder philosopher who took the state systematically and scientifically, and he was the first philosopher who studied the state affairs or political science or politics with the scientific approaches, and his all theories, his all thoughts were also very systematic and scientific. That's why Aristotle is to be considered as father of political science. You know better that Plato is to be considered as father of political philosophy, while because Plato mentioned mostly the work relates to state or the ideal state in his book The Republic, but he gave mostly different philosophies or thoughts. Aristotle wrote and worked extensively on constitutions and gave the ideas or about the constitution, which is to be known as the supreme ordinance or supreme rule of the highest rule of the land. Aristotle also was convinced that governments exist by providing a good life of its citizens. Basically, the relationship of a citizen with its state is only because of the state's input for its citizens, and every citizen expect maximum welfare from the executive of the states or from the administration of the state. Now, in this slot, we are going to discuss about the basic biography of Aristotle. And if we talk about his birth, 384 BC is the date of birth of Aristotle, and his date of death is 322 BC, and both date of place of birth and place of death both were in Greece, that is a state. So if we talk about the calculation of his age, Aristotle's age was about 62 years, around about or approximately 62 years. At the age of 17 years, in 367 BC, Aristotle took admission and got admission in Plato's academy, which name was academy as well, and which was founded in 387 by Plato. It was also to be ranked or considered as the first university of Europe, because it was the first educational institution. As you know that in ideal state, Plato gave significance and importance to education and education system. That's why to establish that ideal state, he established an educational institution or academy, and its name was also to be considered as academy. So Plato studied there, and he got he started to get his basic education from this academy, especially with relate to state affairs and different affairs of the state at the age of 17 years. So we are here a few quotations which were mentioned by Aristotle. Here I want to mention that the quotations about every philosopher are very important for every aspirant or student, because through a quotation an aspirant mostly gets idea about the thoughts by the philosopher. So Aristotle said, nature does nothing uselessly. That means that everything which is being happening by the nature has an objectivity behind it. About the man or the humans, Aristotle said that man is by nature a political animal. Political animal mean a person who needs a state, or who needs a shelter of a state to live in, with a government, with a territory, with a sovereignty. Aristotle said that poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. Means to say, he said that if there is no poverty or low rate of poverty within a state, then there will be low chances of revolution or political change. And if there is, and crime as well, and if there is poverty at a high rate, then there are many chances of revolution and even crime. There is another quotation which mentioned by Aristotle, that every man is a social and political animal. Means to say, he said that he wanted to mention that every man needs a society. At the same time, every man needs a political entity or a state. So state and society is the need of every man. That was mentioned by Aristotle. Dear friends, I want to just remind you that a few quotations which linked with different questions or topics or ideologies or theories by any philosopher are very important for you to learn about and to mention in your questions and in your writings. So through these four quotations, you may get an overview or bird's eye view about the effectivity of nature or the objectivity of nature, and at the same time man and his requirements, like society is the requirement of every man, like state is the requirement of every man. So on education, which was considered very important by Plato as well for his ideal state, Aristotle said that education is bitter. Means to say, there have to face a lot of difficulties while getting the education, but its fruit is sweet. Means to say, if someone remains sticky and tries maximum to get education, then definitely he is to be awarded with its positive results, with its sweet, its fruit that will be sweet, that will be very useful for him. Aristotle also said that to be a good leader, you must be a good follower. Means to say, he said that a leader, if someone wants to be a leader of a nation or a state, so he must be a good follower as well. So both things are linked with each other. Both salient features, both attributes are interlinked or interconnected or correlated. About happiness, Aristotle says that happiness depends upon ourselves. Means to say, according to Aristotle, happiness is the business of everyone's own thoughts, everyone's own actions. So if someone wants to live happy, then he manage by his own, even with limited resources. And if someone don't like to be happy or wants to get maximum happiness, then he will not be happy even after having many economic, social, political and all other resources as well. So happiness, which is the demand and need of everyone, as per Aristotle, is the game or the business of ourself by our own. There is another important quotation which was mentioned by Aristotle, that you will achieve nothing in this world without courage. In this way, Aristotle mentioned the significance of courage to achieve someone's goals, mission, or targets. Courage is very important as per the thought given by Aristotle. Aristotle said that without courage, no one will be able to get any capability or ability. Everyone must be courageous to achieve his goal, targets, then he or she will be able to get. Dear students, we are trying through our videos to tell you a lot, and inshallah soon you will get other parts of it. Thank you.